What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is Force here with some more Friday Night Magic. Today we're going to be playing the Stand at Attention. It is a white weenie deck by Elk of No Goblins Allowed. I am certainly going to keep this hand because this could be pretty darn hilarious. We have got our turn 1 play, we've got a couple of turn 2 plays, and we have got the Crusader of Odric. Now, let's talk about this deck. What is this deck? Well, as I mentioned, it is white weenie. So, what are you doing? You pausing to see an elite Vanguard? He might be deciding if he wants to shock it, but you can't even shock it until it comes into play. So what are you doing? What are you doing? So it's a white weenie deck, and it's a focus on soldiers. It's a soldier focused deck. You can see human soldier here. You can see we summon soldiers here. This dude's a soldier, and then we've got things to pump up soldiers. He's gonna play a goblin bushwhacker. You can pay the kicker to give it. He's really playing that kicker. And just wait. Alright, I guess he just wants to push through the damage, but it's really best used when you have other goblins in play because you can pump them all up. That seems like a weird decision, but his decision, and I'm not going to tell someone what to do here at Friday Night Magic. People could do whatever they want to do. This is the sort of thing I'm talking about. Pump up all of our tiny creatures that we've got sitting everywhere. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to just swing him with our 2-1. Swing him for 2, bring him down to 18, and then when he attacks, we'll raise the alarm. Well, you know what? I don't think I'm going to block anyways, because then I can play Crusader of Odric next turn. But we'll hold off on the raise the alarm until he does something, so that he can tap out or something before we decide to play it. That way he doesn't, if he has like removal, he doesn't use it. Attacks each turn if able. When it deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. So that's actually something I might want to block to kill, but... we're going to take this 1 damage, though, like I said. No problem. And then before the end of his turn, we're going to go ahead and throw down our Raise the Alarm, which is going to give us a couple of little creatures in play. And then once we can play this, we can pump up all of those little creatures. But I think right now, we'll play the Crusader. So this is going to, it's a power toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. So by itself in play, it's a 1/1 with 3 other creatures in play. As you can see, it becomes a 4/4. And we are going to... Should I still attack, though? You know what? I think I still will, actually. Because if he blocks with that, fine. That way, this thing's not getting pumped up or something. So I actually am going to attack with everything. I'm assuming, if anything, he's going to... Okay, so he's going to shock the 2/1. And he might still block as well. We'll see in a second. See if he chooses to block. Decides not to block. Lets it go through. Now... The question is, do I block, risking the death of my Crusader? Well, he's tapped out, so that's not going to happen. Red creatures you control got +1/+1, so that pumps up his dudes. But my dudes are going to get pumped up too. The thing is, this guy just gets bigger and bigger, though. So I am going to block and kill that. I want it because this guy will just keep growing, and then it'll become sort of unmanageable. So, plus I can't. Okay, I can play it now. But you know what I'm going to do now instead? I'm actually going to play this. We can tap a creature. I guess it doesn't really matter which one we tap, does it? Tap this one. And, yes. And we're going to hold off on the Raise the Alarm. We'll do it at the end of his turn. And then next turn, we play the Paragon. And we're in a really good spot. We're going to have 5, unless he kills anything here, we're going to have 5 creatures in play. And they are all going to get +1/+1, which will be really, really good. He plays a Rabble Master. Gosh. So he's going to start getting some goblins in play too. This is kind of a funny game because it's very similar, in these 2 decks are very similar in nature. Goblins are forced to attack. We're going to let that happen. And then before the end of his turn, play a Raise the Alarm. Now the other big benefit we have is we've got the Armored Ascension, which pumps up our creature +1/+1 and flying for the planes that we control. But I think I should play this right now. I'm going to go ahead and play our Paragon. Comes into play. It's going to pump up our white creatures. +1/+1. His problem, though, is that he's only a 2/2, so it's kind of scary. And I'll swing with everything. Now the problem here is he can block and kill one of my 2/2s and not like, yeah, not a big deal. So he's gonna do that, but he's gonna take the rest of the damage, which is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brings him down to 7. He's gonna play Skull Crack. 3 damage to target player. So it goes straight to my face. Now, I can safely block and kill him next turn. So we're gonna block the Rabble Master. We're gonna block the Rabble Master and take the 2, 4, 6, and then we can kill him next turn thanks to Armored Ascension. Oh man, this was really close. This was really close. Again, these two decks are very, very similar in nature, but unfortunately for our opponent, I'm just worried if he has a shock, he can shock whatever I'm about to Ascension. Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. Thank you! Beautiful. Alright, so now we go with everything. Swing with everything. 6 in the air, which he can't prevent. He can block one of my ground creatures, but then the rest goes through, and we win the game. Yes, indeed. Yuck. No thank you. Draw a new hand. Absolutely not much better either. Draw a new hand, please. Holy crapola. Well, I can't go down to 5. I'm sorry, so we have to keep this. I actually hope to draw into not lands. All future draws mustn't be lands. Otherwise, we're screwed. But we do have the Raise the Alarmants. It's just, this is a problem because we don't have any, like, we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. We don't know what's going to happen. We do have an Armored Ascension, though. That's really good. With all of these planes, with our Raise the Alarm creatures in play, the Armored Ascension could actually win us the game. This card alone, you just need one creature to play it on, and this card can win you the game pretty quickly. Kind of hilarious. Speaking of quickly, I almost missed out on my opportunity to Raise the Alarm. That would have been bad news bears. To get it, okay, we get another drop as well. Beautiful. So we're gonna play the Snarecaster. It's nice to play this when you've got creatures to tap, but whatever at this point, you know what I mean? Doesn't really. We didn't actually have to do that. We could have said no because it's a May ability. Whatever. It doesn't really matter unless he plays a creature with haste. But I don't think that I would have blocked anyways. So whatever. It was stupid. I should have hit no. I'm sorry. It's a May ability. It even asked me yes or no, and I clicked on yes. I said yes, but I didn't have to click on yes. What is he gonna do? Okay, draws a card. Good for you. We get to Armored Ascension right now, and we're gonna do that on our Snarecaster. No, actually, let's do it on one of our 1/1s, and we'll still attack with the Snarecaster too. So if he wants to block it, he can, and then he loses his 5/5. We don't attack with the 1/1 because he can just block it, and it's a trade. He kills my thing and his thing doesn't die. He decides to do the straight up trade though for my Snarecaster. 5 goes through in the air. Now he's running a techie deck. I can tell just he's got card draw, he's got multiple types of mana, so he's probably bound to have some sort of removal. So this thing, there's a good chance that it's gonna die. We do have the Mentor of the Meek, which actually, could I possibly... Oh no. If I drew a 1-drop, I could have... Oh, this is going to be amazing. Because we know he's going to play a huge creature, so this is amazing. For now, though, let's just hit him for 7. Hit him for 7. There we go. 7 in the air. This is good. This is amazing. Love the art on that, too. Love the art on Magic cards, period. And then, second main phase, we play the Mentor of the Meek. I was hoping we drew a 1-drop because we could have played the Mentor, played the 1-drop, and then activated the draw as well. But it didn't happen, so whatever. Alright, so let's see if he plays something big. It's going to be funny because he's been ramping up. This is what the type of deck that he has is supposed to do. You got your different mana sources, you even got a Darksteel Ingot so you can tap for any type of mana, whatever. And then he's probably running like Cultivates, right? And because he's got 2 green sources here, plus he's got a green source from this. Plays the Battle Grace Angel. Now, in a normal situation, that would have stopped him from dying. Now, unfortunately, for him, we do have the Angelic Edict. Just perfectly. I love how we take a hand with all lands and a single Raise the Alarm, and then we just get like a perfect curve of draws. That is so unfair. I feel bad. I really do. We got a perfect curve of draws, and we win the game. That's just what, that's skill. That's skill, that's card game skill. You guys, it's card game skill. You saw it right there. Ooh, this is pretty decent. This is pretty decent. We got a turn 1 play, a turn 2 play, and we're 1 mana away from being able to drop down a Paragon, which will probably draw into 1 mana by the time turn 4 comes along. Plus, we've got removal. This could work out pretty well for me. This could work out pretty well for me. Starts off with a tap land. So that means we're going to be able to safely play this bad boy. Second hard removal. A little bit worried about getting into the 5 mana, and I'm also, you know, this is good if he's running a beefy deck, but if he's running sort of more of a weenie deck, then it isn't so much. Good news for me, though, is based on what he's played so far, I'm guessing this is control / beefy and not weenie. I mean, he hasn't played a creature yet, so that itself lends evidence to this not being a weenie deck. And white, blue, and black, very control-y style colors, so good chance that that's what he's doing. He's got control. He's going to think twice, getting himself some card draw. And then that's it. We're going to raise the alarm at the end of his turn, I believe. The danger here is that he could counterspell this now, whereas he was tapped before, but I guess that's not going to happen. Does he not have another land to play? Okay, he does. All right. Before the end of his turn, raise the alarm. It resolves. Excellent. And we are now a turn away from playing Paragon. We've got the mana to do the removal. This is looking pretty good. If these creatures stay in play, this is looking pretty good. Oh, buddy. The scary thing is, okay, think twice. The scary thing is if he plays like a 3 health minion, then it's kind of scary, because then my Paragon doesn't make that big of a deal if we've got some 2/2s, some 2 health minions in play. Okay, he plays the think twice. Yes, thank you so much for being so, he does a flash for the think twice. Thank you so much for being so control focused, because this allowed us to now push through some massive damage. Paragon of the New Dawns. Pumping up these guys. Swinging for 7 right now. Bringing him down to 7. This is sort of the thing. It's one of these decks where you win quick, or if the game gets drawn out, you're probably not doing so hot. But this is very strong. There's a good chance that we just win here. He needs removal. A creature will not do it because we will edict a creature. He's going to land cycle this. Or did he play it for the life gain? No, he land cycled it. Oh, that was a big mistake, bro. Do you have... he's got more life gain. Actually, so we've got 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 9's not enough with his life gain that he's got coming here. We're going to swing with everything. He will sacrifice his elixir to not die here. Oh, wow. Never mind. He's prevented all damage. Nice. Wow. I have not even seen that card. What the hell is that? Creatures your opponent control get -4, -0 until end of turn. So he just prevented all the damage. Now, does he have removal? Does he have mass removal? That's not it. That's card. That's card draw. He better play a land. Nope. With all that card draw, I refuse to believe that he's really that mana screwed. He is though. Wow. Holy crap. Oh no, never mind. He plays a fog. Okay. Oh man, look at all this damage prevention. This is actually exciting. I mean, it sucks. I want to win, but he must have mass removal. He must have it in the deck. You buy a bunch of time, and then you just mass remove your opponent's creatures. He has to. There's no way he doesn't. I mean, he's probably got more fogs and... yeah, we're not going to win anytime soon. I'd like you guys to know this. We're not going to be winning anytime soon. He's got more stuff up his sleeve. Absolutely. Okay, swing for everything. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here is another fog. I mean, again, he's drawn so many cards. He's drawn 2, 4, 5. He's drawn 6 cards this game. We're not going to play the Banisher Priest. Because we force exile a creature. No, it's just an opponent control, so actually it wouldn't have worked out that way, but... Oh my goodness. This could be the win here, unless he's got more removal. The life gain isn't going to save him here now, because we just played a Captain of the Watch, pumping up our soldier creatures, giving us more soldier creatures in play. And then we move into combat phase, so even with his life gain, this would kill him. Prevent all damage. Shit. Now I'm thinking I shouldn't have played the captain because he must be working up into a position where he plays his mass removal. I think he's got the mana right now. Oh no, doesn't he need 6? I think it's 6 that he needs. I don't think 5 is enough, so he needs another land. No, he does have 6. Watch him clear our board right here. Here it is. No, that's not it. This is just insane. This is amazing. I'm really glad that this dude's like, he's in it. He's in it. He's in it. He has so much freaking life gain. I'm going to hold off on playing anything else for the likely opportunity, for the likely situation where he clears my board. I like to make sure that I have a backup plan. So we're going to hold on to the Mentor of the Meek, and we can play the Banisher Priest off of it for card draw. Okay, prevent all damage. So he's got Fog, Safe Passage, that -4/-0, the Hysterical Blindness. He's got so much. He's got so much damage prevention. This is unbelievable. This is hilarious. And now he just shuffled his graveyard into his library, so he can redraw into this damage prevention. This is going to keep going, guys. This is going to keep going for quite some time. This is this is amazing, honestly. This is absolutely amazing. So now he can keep, as long as he keeps getting more draw stuff. Oh my god. Here's his mass removal. There it is. Planar Cleansing. Wow. Wow. Okay, now this is what I was waiting for, though. Because now we've got second main phase. So we're going to play a Mentor of the Meek. I'm going to play 2 Mentors of the Meek. And we'll draw a card off of one of them. So let me explain to you what's happening now, in case you didn't get it. All of his card draw, with the exception of what he flashbacked, all of his card draw and all of his damage prevention is back in his hand. It's all back in his, no, excuse me, it's back in his it's back in his library, so now he can redraw into all of that stuff that he's played. He can just keep doing this over and over again. He can just keep doing this over and over again. That's unreal. Holy crap. All right, we're going to banish our priest and draw 2 cards. Going to banish his wall. This is amazing. I love this. I mean, sure, I would have loved to win by now, but this is great. We need to draw more creatures. There we go. And we'll be able to draw into 2 more cards as well. Let me just... No, I want to draw into 2 cards before I swing, because he might, like, kill one of these. He might kill these or something. So we're going to draw 2 cards again. Take full advantage of this while we have them here for sure. Okay. All right. So now we will swing. We got really lucky in having both those Mentors, because otherwise we would have been completely SOL. We would have been completely SOL. All right. So no damage prevention for that. I mean, why would he prevent just a couple of damage? And now he draws again. So he's going to keep drawing into his... He can literally do this forever. He can quite literally do this forever. What a cool idea for a deck. What a cool idea. The question, though, is what is his win condition? That's the question. What is his win condition? He needs to have a win condition somewhere. It's not decking me. There's his Planar Cleansing again. Trying to think here. I'm actually going to edict that, because we could win right here if he doesn't have any of his prevention right now. I'm actually going to edict his... we're going to exile his Archaeomancer. So if he doesn't have any of that prevention in hand right now, this is a potential win. But I'm not counting on it. If there's anything this game has taught me, it's that once you think you win, you haven't won yet, because your opponent has damage prevention out the wazoo. Alright, so there it is. And we didn't draw into any low-cast creatures, so we don't get to draw a bunch of cards. We really need to keep drawing into 2 power or less creatures, because we need our hand to be cranking here. Armored Ascension. Put that on someone who's not a high priority target. So that if he's got target removal, he has to really. Alright, and then we just move into combat phase. Again, no card draws with the Mentors here. Here is a Quicken and Mass Removal. Now let me think about this here. I think this prevents... I think God's Willing prevents Destroy All. I think so. I'm not positive, though. I think it prevents it. Oh my gosh, it dropped the thing and it didn't. That sucked. So I just lose this game now. Basically. I can't do any damage to him. He just killed our board again. I'm not going to be able to hit him with anything. I mean, no, it's not necessarily over yet, but... So I hope he decks himself before I do, but that won't happen either because he's got the, So his deck wins by decking me slowly because we can't deck him because he keeps shuffling his graveyard into his library. Baneslayer is a potential victory condition for us. Potential, but how could the deck that he has not also be running target removal? Must have something. Yeah, so we can't deck him. So his deck literally wins just by exhausting out your opponent. That's it. And decking them. He doesn't even have anything to remove any cards from the top of our library, but the fact that he gets to perpetually shuffle his graveyard into his library with Elixir of Immortality, and that he prevents damage constantly, means that this is this is unbelievable. I can't even fathom. This is unbelievable. Oh my god. My god. It's safe to say this is the longest game I ever thought I would have with this particular deck. Safe to say that, at least. Alright. It's gonna... Prevents 4 of the damage. 1 goes through. So he actually... Does he not have fogs or something right now? Since he casted that thing? Whatever, he'll be drawing into it any time now. I don't even know what to say, guys. This is ridiculous. This is just the stupidest, dumbest, but also awesomest thing. It's a lot of stupid and dumb, though. Swing for 5. Just gonna prevent it. Prevent a bunch of it, not all of it. 1 goes through. We gain a life. But what I foresee happening here is that we die by going down to 0 cards in deck. Now, right now, I wish we ran a single Elixir of Immortality. That would be like all we need. Draw 3 cards, target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his graveyard. Okay, so there, he does actually have straight up mill too. We lost, nothing too important actually. So yeah, he's going to deck us. He's going to eliminate our deck in like another 20 minutes or so. This is a riot, man. This is an absolute riot. An absolute riot. I just what? Swing for 5. Prevents the damage with a fog. Alright. Alright, damage prevented with the fog. Alright. Guys, what the fuck is going on? I just, you know what, at this point, I just want him to finish milling me. This is unreal. I just want him to finish, just hurry up and just mill me, please. Jesus, there we go. What do we lose this time? Couple lands and a Paragon. That's actually not a big deal. Oh, no. Oh, no, he gained a ton of life. Okay. I was like, wait a second. He's tapped out from that damage prevention right now. I don't even want to play any of this. So we're not going to. Let's swing for 5. So he's tapped out, but doesn't matter because he's got enough life now that... so raise the alarm's kind of silly. I mean, until I draw into... You know? Until I draw into another Captain of the Watch. Which would be good. But I also know that he's got a Planar Cleansing somewhere. Archaeomancer pulling back. Bounty. He's gonna bounty me, milling me again. So now he's finally getting around to doing some actual target mill. He has to discard 2 cards now. He's getting around to doing some actual target mill. So we swing for 5. Swing for 5. He prevents it with safe passage. Honestly, guys, at this point, this is just dumb. At this point, this is just dumb. This is just a dumb. Dumb. I guess I could just hope he doesn't have his Planar Cleansing. Alright, he's gonna shuffle everything back. Planar Cleansing. So I can't believe... Oh, damn it. I can't believe that God's Willing doesn't... I can believe it, but it just sucks that it doesn't prevent that damage. Come on, man, I need my creature pump up here already. What are you doing? I need my creature pump up already. Let's do this. Let's do this already. Come on. Swing for 4. Maybe I God's Willing, just for the sake of scrying, to see if I can get one of my pump ups out here ASAP. Did he not have prevention there? Had no prevention? He might just decide not to use it for that. He's gonna pull back Planar Cleansing again, and then probably just cast Planar Cleansing right now. There it is. Planar Cleansing. Guys, seriously, this is dumb. I'm not even having it. This is dumb. At this point, I wish his deck ran more target opponent discards so that I didn't have to just sit here for a million years. Oh, man. I need to Angelic Edict his Archaeomancer is what I need to do. I mean, I haven't given up because I guess there's a slight chance of me winning, but I say that, but I also know that there isn't. Just because the way his deck is tuned. I just can't believe that, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie here. I can't believe that this is the deck that someone would build. Like, they literally want their matches to go on for 30 minutes. Because that's how he wins. He's got no other win condition, as far as I can tell, beyond decking your opponent just by having them draw cards. So that's like you're relying on 53 turns to win the game. That's quite literally what it is. 53 turns to win the game is what he's like, yep, that's my game plan. It's like, yeah, that's it. That's the plan. After 53 turns, we'll win. I'm gonna wait to banish her until he plays a wall or something, I guess. I suppose, I don't know. What the hell's even happening? Okay. Well, he doesn't have his Plantar Cleansing in his hand right now. So I actually think I'm going to play these. My second main phase. Okay, so there's a fog. Okay, I'm going to play these my second main phase. Alright. We're just going to do it. Because this gives us... How many times have I said this game? This gives us a potential win. But in actuality, I know. Don't worry, my friends. I'm aware this doesn't give us a potential anything. Alright. Well, we don't need to play the Armored Ascension to win here if he doesn't have prevention, so we'll save it for another creature for some other way that we won't win. There's a fog. Great, good for you. So we have got 12 more turns before we deck ourselves and lose. Is how this is looking here. 12 more turns. 12 more turns. Here we go. Alright, gonna swing with everything. Boom. Swing with everything. Then he plays damage prevention. Plays the safe passage. Alright. Plays the safe passage. Prevents all the damage. Plays an inspiration. Draws himself some cards. Including another safe passage. Or a fog. Or a -4, -0 bull crap. I'm gonna scry. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna scry, give him protection from blue, whatever. Put that at the bottom, I don't need a land. Oh good, I drew a land. Alright, we're gonna... we're gonna swing for Fatal. But, you know, he's gonna play a Hysterical Blindness. Alright, good for you. Actually, their Armored Ascension would have won me the game. So maybe I do play it. Shoot. I'll play it next turn. Because against that, Armored Ascension does win me the game. I mean, barring he doesn't have other things, you know. What is he going to pull back? Please pull back a Hysteria. No, he pulls back Plantar Cleansing. Motherfucker. He must have the thing to play it as an instant. I'm assuming anyways. I'm assuming he does. He has Quicken, right? Yeah, because if he didn't, he would have just played it on his turn. He would have just played that on his turn. Well, I'm going to attack with everything and see what he chooses to do. I'm guessing he's going to Quicken and... Okay. Never mind. So he's going to Quicken and then do his mass removal. There it is. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Starecaster. God, please let me win this game. Because this is the most obnoxious thing ever. Please let me win this game. Alright, so what we're doing now is we're praying for a victory with Armored Ascension coming up. That's what we're doing. We're praying. We're hoping and praying. Here we go. Armored Ascension. Now in a combat phase. Swinging for 19. You know, before though, here it is. Okay. Before, you know how I said, oh, I might have won against the Hysterical Blindness if I had actually done a Armored Ascension, like, correctly in time or whatever? But the truth is that he probably just has something to... He probably just... He would have just used a different sort of damage prevention, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got another type of damage prevention, I'm sure, that he would have just used. It's not necessarily the case that just because it would have prevented from Hysteria, that means I would have won. I just can't stand this. I can't stand this. We're 8 cards away from loss. Or from victory. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All right. Alrighty. Alrighty. So we could win 3, 6. No, next turn wouldn't be a win. We could only do 7 damage. Next turn we only have the option to do 7 damage. Oh, never mind. Raise the alarm. Okay. So we actually have a possibility of winning right now. If he doesn't have removal, which we all know. We all know how that works. If he doesn't have prevention, which we all know how that works. Yes, there it is. This mass hysteria. Yeah, he still takes 1 damage at least. That's good. Good for me. He takes 1 damage. Okay, good for me. Good for me. That's good. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now. You know why I need to win this game? Because he can't have the satisfaction of winning with such a just dumbass deck. He cannot have the satisfaction of winning with such a dumbass deck. But he's going to, isn't he? He's going to. He takes 2 damage this time. He is going to have the satisfaction of winning with such a dumbass deck, isn't he? It's happening. It's about to happen. He's 5 turns away with winning with such a dumbass deck. Sylvan Bounty for the life gain. Sylvan Bounty for the life gain. Discard Bounty. Putting me down to just 2 cards. So if I don't win this turn, I don't win. Oh no, I die. I hate you! I hate you! Friday Night Magic is over. I give up. I'm never doing Friday Night Magic again. God.